Now this is the sheath that came with it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loops at the back. And press stud down the bottom. Velcro front. Now inside you've got the main pocket. Fits it perfectly. But inside you've also got 2 more little pockets. Now the wrench that you get with it actually fits into those pockets, but when you have it in there, it's actually quite high. You cannot get it any further down, so it does create a bit of a hole. The other way of carrying it, if you have that snugly closed down, you can actually slide that down the side. Just make sure it's all the way down and that it sits underneath the flap. But when I'm not using this, I keep it down the sides. But if I am going to use this out in the bush, if I'm going to carry it with me, I will carry it in there. The reason being, if you got this on your belt, open a flap, you pull that out, this is liable to come with you. If it's sitting there, when you go to pull this out, that's going to be dangling loose if it doesn't come out with it. Or if you do go to grab this, you pull it out, it comes out with it, and there is a chance of losing it. So I carry it in the front of the 2 internal pockets, because in the back of the 2 internal pockets I have a fire steel. Just a small fire steel that I've attached to a keyring so it's easier to hold, and that's just tucked inside, barely noticeable. And the wrench, if I do carry it with me, sits in the front of the 2 internal pockets. Leatherman in the main pocket, and it's closed. I attached this lanyard so it's easier to grip, and I've also got a glow-in-the-dark nightlight which I've just fed through on some paracord. Just tie the knot, pull the knot end through into the middle, it's about there. It's also in case I put this down somewhere in the dark, I can see where it is. On the outside you've got 2 elasticated straps, and that's mainly to keep everything snug and tight, but you can actually use these for storage. If you're game, if you're willing, if you have a small pocket knife, you can feed that in. Tight fit, but you can have a pocket knife on the outside. You can also do it the other way around by clipping it on the outside like this, but you need a smooth clip. This one's quite tight so it won't go through. The other thing, if you have a small Sharpie or a small pen, that sits in there neatly. Now another idea I've got is if you have a decent quality carabiner, not one of those cheap aluminium ones they buy from a $2 store, but a decent one, get one which is the same height as the elastic band from there to there. Now what you want it mounted this way. So you start like that, feed it through, and just keep feeding it all the way. Lift the elastic up, get that in there, and then you turn it, and now you've got a carabiner. If you want to attach things to it, they just simply clip on, and it's easy enough to get off. Again, you turn it, you open like that. So just remember, have the head up, feed it through, so there you have it. A much bigger kit than the original Leatherman. Sorry, my original Leatherman. So once again, Grimes, thank you very much. A big thank you package will be arriving in the post in the next couple of weeks. So I look forward to putting this to the test on my next camping trip. Alright guys, thanks for watching.